Depot. It took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take. So, first of all, if you're not familiar with Home Depot, it's a hardware store in the United States. It's basically a one-stop shop. Now, when I think of Home Depot, I think of it kind of like a grocery store, right? If you want the chips, you ask them, hey, can you tell me where the chip section is now? So I looked on the website and I wanted this mold remover. This one. And I couldn't, I didn't have it up on my phone at the time when I walked in. So I asked the guy, I was like, hey, can you tell me where your mold remover sprays are? So he tells me, check this aisle. So I check the aisle and I just see CLR. And I'm kind of confused because it says it has about 15 of those sprays in stock. I asked an associate who's in the aisle, hey, do you guys have this? Because it says you guys have 15 in stock. And they told me, they said, no, we just carry CLR, that's it. So I'm looking at the stuff and I'm thinking like, man, maybe their inventory is wrong. Who knows? So I'm about to like leave empty-handed because I don't want to buy CLR because it says it's only rated like 3 and this other one is rated much higher. I go to customer service, I pull up the phone and then I show it to them. And then I say, yeah, I want this size, the 32-ounce size. And then I click on it, and then I give it to the associate. And then they said, oh, did you check aisle 6? And I'm like, bay 10 or something like that. And I tell them, oh, no, I didn't. I didn't at all. So I had that like moment of like total. I know some people who go to Home Depot will call me an idiot for this. Like, Erica, you don't fucking know how to check out, like, you don't know exactly how to navigate Home Depot's website. You don't understand that, yeah, their mold sprays can be like in several areas, not just in like one aisle, but it could be like 6 aisles away or something like that. Yeah, and the answer is like, yeah, I didn't freaking know. So I go over to the aisle and I see that mold spray that I want. And I just have this like moment of realization, like, fuck, that took way too long. But you gotta be really persistent, because if you're not persistent about certain stuff, and if you're not like, hey, I want you to double check and make sure that this stuff is not here, because I'm not wasting my fucking time, right? Coming over to a Home Depot just to be told like, yeah, we don't have it here. Oh. And I wish that associate, like, I know it sounds like total Karen, like, feel free to diss me if you want, but I feel like if I told that associate like, hey, I'm looking for this item, and then if they tell me like, oh no, we just carry CLR, couldn't they have gone the extra step and said, hey, hold up, does it say that it's in this aisle? Because it could be in a different aisle. But maybe I'm expecting too much, right? Maybe I'm just being entitled jerk over here, where I expect an employee to say, hey, this person's looking for something. Maybe I should just double check and see, hey, do we actually have this in stock? Or better yet, find out if it actually is in this section, because yeah, this person's gonna get pissed off if they have to come back over here and they find out it was like 5 aisles away or something. But yeah, you can't really expect much. By the way, look at that trash, beautiful. So that's all I wanted to say about it. If you guys go to Home Depot, familiarize yourself with the website. I know this sounds total idiot, okay? But I'm okay with being an idiot, because now I fucking know. Next time I go to Home Depot, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna say, okay, I know exactly what bay, what aisle. I gotta find my item, click on it, and then like pick 32 ounces or 64 ounces, and it'll tell you exactly like aisle 10, bay 5. And I found out the hard way. A little embarrassing. But again, if I didn't know, there has to be at least one person out there who doesn't know either. And that's why I made this post. I know how I'm coming off. Like, I'm coming off as like really pissed off, possibly entitled. Oh, Erica, you have too high expectations for an employee. Why didn't you just go back home and just, just buy it online? But again, right? I have to think about freaking time right now, and I don't want to. You see how pissed off people are? So just like, yeah. So I have to think about that kind of stuff. I don't want to be going around to multiple Home Depots looking for an item, and then if I go down an aisle, some person tells me like, oh yeah, we only carry CLR over here. So in this situation, I would have just probably bought it online, but I learned something new, and now I know next time I go to Home Depot, right? Freaking know your aisle, know your base, and stick to it. Like, check the whole freaking thing. If you don't see it, go to customer service, march over there, and say, I want to make sure that you guys don't have it hiding around. Because, yeah, that's all. Yeah, so I just like, I'm not asking for much. Like, I know some people would be like, oh, you're such a bitch, Erica, but I just want to get my item. That's it. I feel like it's no different if you go over to a store and you say, hey, I'm looking for this toothpaste. And then for whatever reason, they have toothpaste in different aisles. It's not just all in the toothpaste section. You get what I'm saying? So, terrible, terrible, terrible. But moving forward, I have the mold remover. I'm going to just, yeah, I have the mold remover, and I'm going to be just spraying it later today and see if that works. It should work in like 6 hours from what I read on the instructions. This is the one that I picked up. See this one? They say you spray the shit out of it and then you wait like 6 hours. See that? So if this doesn't work first time, I'll spray it again a second time. If it doesn't work the third time, then I'll just grab a nuclear bomb and just bomb the whole freaking ceiling. Yeah. But upside is I know some people will say, Erica, just move, you know, forget about it. I kind of think like, what if we move to another apartment and then we have another mold issue, right? I gotta like be able to figure it out myself. I gotta be able to treat it, because if I see it happening early on, then it's completely preventable. I think it's just like the ventilation in that apartment sucks. So as a result of that, this is what happens. It just becomes like a mildew mold trap, and yeah, my fault, completely my fault. I know, but black mold absolutely sucks. And that's the kind of thing, like, yeah, they say, if you read on my community post, or if you read on my stream yesterday, or earlier today actually, people say that, yeah, that this thing actually stays in the air, and it can cause irritation if you don't eliminate it, and then it can lead to eczema issues. And coincidentally, when our humidifier started acting up, I think it's clogged. I think I just was lazy and I didn't want to fix it. But when our humidifier started like acting up late last year, this is when this thing started happening. So I can't help but think, like, is it because of the mold, right? That's my natural gut reaction. And if it is, then maybe if I get rid of it, then my little eczema patches will go away. And it makes more sense why it's getting worse, because I was moisturizing after I take the shower, and I've been taking baths in the shower too, right? So I'm spending a prolonged period of time in the shower where the mold is in the ceiling. See where I'm getting at? More time in the bathroom equals more chance of exposure to mold, equals more allergies. So I will talk to you guys later. I just want to make a freaking rant video. And again, if you guys go to Home Depot, do your freaking research, right? Yeah, I mean, like, just expect people not to give a flying fuck about things, and yeah, you're on your own kind of thing. Ask an associate, like, hey, where's this thing? Oh yeah, we don't have it over here. We only carry CO2. Fuck. So, yeah. Okay. And by the way, we're gonna go out most likely, and I want to get a piece of cheesecake, because, yeah, I'm like, although I'm bitching, right? Although I know I'm being irritating, again, I'm just moving forward, so I have a plan. It's not just me bitching and not doing anything. And, yeah, but I don't want to overwhelm myself, so that's why I'm just gonna say, pull everything out, spray the ceiling, see how it is in 6 hours, spray again, reevaluate, and yeah, I don't want to think like, oh man, what if I have to we have to rip down the whole ceiling or something like that. See? Okay, I shall see you.